Welcome back. Since 1995, Thunderstruck Custom Bikes has been the source of countless unique motorcycles that are truly works of art. And coming up this Saturday is the 28th annual Thunderstruck Custom Bike and Car Show at the Rogue Regency Inn and Suites. Joining us this morning is the founder and creative engine that drives Thunderstruck in all they do, Mark Daly. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, it's great to have you in the studio today and your lovely ride. Tell us about what we can expect this coming weekend.
Well, we do a bike show that we've done. It's our 28th annual, and you can expect to see lots of bikes and on hot rods and vendors and people, and pretty much anything that has to do with helping out at our show. You know, like as far as jewelry vendors to motorcycle vendors, obviously, to car vendors and stuff like that. Pretty much anything.
Yeah, and so how did the show get started 28 years ago, and have you seen it change over the years then?
We started it because I wanted to find a way to mix what we do with custom motorcycles with the community, and how could we combine the two. So we had our first show 28 years ago, and it was just a small little get-together that turned into a little bit bigger of a get-together, and then we started raising money for it, and then we started getting more people that wanted to come on board to raise money for it. So it evolved to what it is now.
And then you mentioned that mix of just community and also, you know, the car show.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club and also like just how you're intermingled with the community.
Well, the Boys and Girls Club came about when we were originally started this. We went through a few different organizations starting it, and then a friend of mine said, hey, you know, the Boys and Girls Club is always looking for help for, you know, things and donations and things like that. So we kind of landed on them and met them, great people. You know, have formed a great relationship with them over the years. And from there, it just kind of evolved from there. We've become friends. They come work the events with us. They help raise things for it. You know, the kids come around and they'll do raffles, you know, sell tickets and things like that. So they're a part of it as well.
Yeah, and tell me about the collaboration. Like, what is it like collaborating with them? What do they usually do with you?
They're great as far as the people goes. They'll stand behind us in anything we need. You know, like even if it's off the, you know, the book of what we do, they'll do things for, like, we have a toy run that we put on. They help with that as well, and they'll step up, and we use them for a donation for them too, for the toy run sometimes. So we work with them in a lot of different ways. They're really good people to work with.
Yeah, and as you mentioned before, this is a custom bike. You make custom bikes.
I do.
What can you tell us about that process?
Well, that process is kind of a lengthy process, but basically what we do is get an idea if it's for a customer, get their ideas, get them down on paper, see what they like and don't like, and then I start from there and build it from the bottom up, you know, from a frame to wheels to a front end to whatever they want for a paint scheme, motors, engines, you know, things like that, transmissions. That's how we usually do it. We just kind of get an idea what they want and then try to work with their idea. And then if their idea is they don't know what to do, then I just take it from there.
Yeah. And like this bike here that you have is your own, and you talk about these just like custom tailored.
Yeah.
So how do you kind of find what bike matches you?
Well, I use it as part of an extension of yourself. It's like your personality. You know what I mean? If you want like more of a long boulevard cruiser type of bike, that would be more of a big, fat, long kind of thing. We've done that. I like more of a racy, you know, fast bike. And that's why I kind of came up with this. It's like an extension of your personality, and you got to read people that way too. You know, like, is that what they want? Is that what they're looking for? You got to give them what they're looking for, of course. But over the years, I've been doing it for going on 34 or 5 years, and I pretty much have that part down. I think reading people what they want, you know, as far as stuff like that.
Yeah, I love that. And then you also make custom guitars. How did you make that move from custom bikes to custom guitars?
Well, I didn't. That came up from my friend Dale Mallory from the Brittany Ride. Dale held it was for St. Jude's, the Brittany Ride, they called it for years. And I'd watched it happen. I was always out of town doing my thing with bikes, and I always missed the event. Well, one year I happened to be here. I thought it was awesome. What a great event, the way they put it on and what it's for. So they moved it to Seven Feathers, and then once it did that and I watched how I told her, hey, I'd like to do my version of a guitar, you know, for this event. So from there, it kind of evolved into me doing one guitar, turned into doing two at a time for the event, and then on upwards. So we did quite a bit. I believe we raised over $100,000 with our guitars for St. Jude's for the Brittany Ride.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you would like to tell us before we say goodbye?
You know, I just want to say that I thank our community always. That's who helps us do this. It's not just me, it's a village. And all these people that come forth to us to help with donations and volunteers and what they'll see on Saturday. Those are the people that are the heroes in this. They come out, they help us every year. do whatever we need, and I want to thank them. I appreciate them and the people that participate and come out and just support it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds like such a cool program that is so, in the community.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what we were traveling around for quite a while all over the country doing what I do. And then I just got to the point where I got kind of tired of doing that. It was fun to do, but it's a lot funner doing it here at home.
Yeah.
You can help people out locally, and it's just they appreciate it, and it's part of me. It's Medford for me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You bet.
Well, the 28th annual Thunderstruck Extreme Bike and Car Show happens this Saturday starting at 10 a.m. at the Rogue Regency Inn and Suites off Biddle Road in Medford. There are trophies available for all bike and car categories, and registration is from 10 until noon. There will be live music, plenty of good food, plenty of food vendors, and so much more. All proceeds benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs of Jackson and Josephine counties. For more information, you can visit thunderstruckcustombikes.com. Mark, thank you so much again for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll be right back.